Now we're cooking. I like this. Okay, so apparently that little bug in OBS where if you have any, I had to close a few programs for it to start working again. So basically, it's a RAM issue. It's not about updating drivers or anything. I'm of course referring to where OBS complains that you're using the wrong encoder or whatever. It says it's failed to start stream, whatever it says. I forget the exact verbiage, but there we are. And oh yeah, I got to test this stream out anyway, so I might end up because I'm using the new encoder that goes through the GPU because I wanted to see how well that works out. Because right now I'm using just 5% of the CPU and it is smooth as can be. But I hear you have to do a higher bit rate when using the GPU as the encoder. Whoa, who's that? When using the encoder. So that's one thing. But that's one thing that limits you sort of because oops, that's bad. I have gigabit internet, so roughly I average about 500 to 600 megabits a second. So I could put that thing up as high as I wanted to, basically. But the Twitch only allows you to do 6,000, and if it's not very good quality, doing 6,000, then that's definitely not a good thing. I think for recording straight videos to the hard drive, that'd be great. You could boost that up to like 10,000 or such. And anytime I used to edit a video, like record with, what was I used to use all the time? Sometimes use MSN Afterburner, but that's always so unreliable. No, not Audacity, that's a voice. What is that? I guess I could take a look real quick. Let's see. Oh, Bandicam, yeah. I record with Bandicam and I would edit with, not Sony Vegas, but there's one that's made by them as well that I got from Steam for a good deal. Yeah. That's amazing. Only 6.4% CPU usage. 6,000 bit rate. Ooh, this is not... Already been here. Already fought this troll. Let's see. I don't know if I like the quality of this GPU encoder. I'm not entirely sold on it yet. Yeah, I'm just not sold on it. Well, I'll just use that today. See how well the video goes. And then if it doesn't work out, then I'll switch back to the regular CPU encoder. Just what I have to do. See, talk to Erebron. He's that right there. I have to talk to him. Okay. See, what I've been doing, because I had a bit of a trouble in Mordor with my Loremaster. It just was kind of brutal. So I decided to go back to Aragorn's encampment there. And then just basically quest from there. So that's what I've been doing. And so far, I've made it to host... That's not the host of the West, is it? I forget the name of that camp there. Let's see. Ooh, Henneth Anun. Henneth Anun. I made it to there in my questing so far. And I've gotten to level 110. I have been using my perks, though. VIP experience, of course, you have to use that. No choice in the matter there. And I've also been using some of my level boosters here. I've used 3 so far. And that's just basically to keep leveling at a steady pace. Where did he go? I've gotten into this nasty habit of not summoning my links or anything. Kind of annoying. Oh, I forget with this Streamlabs OBS, I'm testing it out. I actually have a chat thing. It doesn't show up on my Lord of the Rings screen or any game I play, but it shows up on the stream itself when it's recording. So I don't know. That doesn't help me. It's kind of funny though. Basically my goal is I was going to finish these quests out. These 2 last quests I have here. Oh, I got a patrol point there and clear up north. Okay. Finish these 2 quests out here. And then I'm going back to Mordor. Because I think this is long enough. And I also have this I've been saving. Which gives me 10 light of Arendelle. So what that does, what that will do is the first piece of socketed item I put in there, I'll have like a nice little boost to light, and it should make things a little more smoother. So I'll be in level 110 starting out, and I'm probably going to catch up on the epics before I start doing landscapes, because I don't care about the dailies on my Loremaster. This is my 6th tune through Mordor so far, or is it the 5th? It might be just the 5th. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm not gonna do dailies on there. I've quit on my main doing dailies, which is bad, because I want to get the, you know, everyone needs more of those black keys to open up these chests, and if you just buy the keys, it's like sort of like pay to win kind of, which is horrible. And these stupid chests, they drop so frequently, it's unreal. But the keys, I don't know if it's possible for them to even drop at all, but I've never seen one drop. And with the Northern Stronghold, you do 8 daily quests, you can get 1 black key. And then if you do 2 of the Mordor, 4 of the Mordor dailies a day, you get a shard, which takes 2 days to make a key. So basically every 2 days you'll get 2 keys. So that's fairly okay. And that's per tune if you were committed enough to do such a thing, which I am. There's no way I would do that myself. Unless, like this guy here, you're multi-boxing. I'm multi-box too, but not with the program. I manually do it, you know, just Alt-Tab to, like I'm leveling my 2 Bjornings up at the same time. That's fully manual, not using a program or anything. Which is legal compared to that, which I'm sure is not. Well, not like it's a law, but it's against the game. Game Maker's code. Code of conduct. Well, these are all the repeatables. Oh, cool. I'm down to the repeatables already? Would you look at that? Let's see, that's repeatable. Is this a repeatable? Because you have to do 4 to do the herbalist. No. That's not a repeatable, but I'm sure, I think all these guys here lead to some sort of repeatable, like these 2. And him, and I think even this guy. I think there's, and they each have 3, I believe, so there's 9 or 12 different quests you could do on the herbalism. Which that's something I need to do on my main character too, because you have to get that deed, whatever it is, you have to do 100. herbalism quests, and I've only done like 40. So yeah, I'm way behind. And Stronghold, I still have to get kinship or max rep, whatever that is, whatever level that is. With the dwarfs, I'm way behind, and with the elves and men, I think I'm on friend now. So, eesh, I probably have a month doing that. You can always come back like after the next level cap, but that's sort of you say that, but that doesn't happen because there's something you do when you get to the next level cap. You have, if you're altaholic like I am, you have all those alts to bring up. So it's like, oh jeez. It's just, I don't know. It's just something that can't, yeah. It's not easy to do, is what I'm trying to say. Chatty chat. Okay. I'm now streaming on my phone so I can monitor chat and whatever. There we go. All ready to go. Monitoring the channel now. Oh, what I found I like to do with these, I think I found a good system anyways, I don't know. I know there's a program called Restream where you can stream to, you know, 4 or 5, whatever amount of things at the same time. But I don't want to do that because I don't want a third-party program having all my details, which I guess I've already done that with like the Streamlabs stuff because they require your password and all that to function properly. Ugh. It's all about minimizing that sort of need, I suppose, and that's just one less third-party program that has my information for my streams and such. Just makes me feel safer. But my system is I stream on Twitch, and then I download that video and I upload it to YouTube and Facebook. Bam, that gives you like triple the exposure, you know. The reason I do it on Twitch because it seems like they have the best quality, and well, compared to Facebook, because Facebook seems to really turn down that quality a lot for some reason. I don't know. But in YouTube, I haven't actually streamed live more than 2 times on YouTube, and it seems good. It seems good, but I just think Twitch is the best to do it when doing it my way, doing it the way I'm doing it. If you use that Restream, I suppose it wouldn't matter because you're doing it all at once. One thing though would be like if you wanted to do Mixer as well, which I would like to do Mixer, but they don't. Yeah, that's something you got to sort of stream live to, like Twitch. So you really got to choose Twitch, Mixer, and then you can up. I don't know if you can download Mixer videos though. I don't know. I don't know enough about that program. I've done some mobile because on Mixer Create, I've done streamed some mobile things, which that's a good place. Like, that's pretty cool. Like if you wanted to stream mobile games, I think that's a good idea. Do all my main games on Twitch and then do mobile games on Mixer. Maybe that'll get you some attention, you know, change it up a bit, keep things interesting. Unfortunately for me, I'm not, what is it? My gaming endurance, I guess you could say, is not what it used to be. When I was 15, 16, or probably clear to 18, I was practically playing Diablo 2 for 5-6 hours a day, which is that's a lot of time, you know. And then and I have, you know, like at the level 105 cap, I was playing Lord of the Rings probably 4 hours a day, but late at night till about 12 to 2 in the morning. In the morning, which was ridiculous. And I was tired for like weeks on end. And then after that happened, after we were doing raiding a lot in the 105 cap, And after that happened, because of that, because I was spending so much time, 4 hours a night, it probably wouldn't have been so bad if it wasn't so late and I wasn't so tired all the time. But spending that 4 hours a night, I think, wore me out. And for the next, like, I don't even know, 6 months or so, I would get on for an hour a day, and that was like forcing myself to get on. And it wasn't every day, it was maybe like 4 or 5 days a week, opposed to, 7 days a week it was at level 105 cap. So just different things like that. So I definitely needed a break after that, and I finally get back into it. I'm really enjoying Lord of the Rings again right now. Well, it's always enjoyable, but like I say, the gaming endurance, because we all worked ourselves to the bone trying to get that T-tier challenge raid on the thrones at 105 cap. That it just tuckered us all out. I think there's still people that haven't came back from that, which is a pity, but I think they'll come back eventually. Also, I've been doing like the Overwatch streams with my niece, which is a lot of fun. I thought it wouldn't be that much fun, but it's still a little frustrating. But she's just a kid, you gotta remember. So yeah, it works out. They come over almost every day. My 4 nieces, they come over almost every day. Anyway, I live right next door to my sister, so. And I actually don't mind it. Some days I'm a bit too tired to really, because they always want your attention and to talk to you about their day, because they're old enough to, they're 8 and 10 and 6 and 7, stuff like that. So they're old enough to have a conversation, but not every day. So I got to tell them, okay, you definitely come over, because I like hearing them play, because they play video with my Xbox, and I don't touch that thing. Which is the thing, I bought an Xbox One just to play Monster Hunter World. And the thing is, because I couldn't group up, because there's this stupid bug in Monster Hunter World that's still there to this day, and I couldn't group up with my friends. I couldn't group up with them, and it happened to my other friend too, and he pretty much quit right away, and that sort of soured me on it. One of my favorite games to play, Monster Hunter, and like Monster Hunter Unite is still probably the best. Well, that and Ultimate 4 is pretty close. Ultimate 4 and Unite. But Unite I really put the time in. I have almost 300 hours, 3,000 hours into that game. So that's a lot of fun. They have Monster Hunter Unite on the Apple or iOS, so I could stream that, but I wouldn't want to go through that again. Not at all. Because Monster Hunter is sort of that, you appreciate playing it, but if you had to start over after just totally mastering it and getting all your favorite gear and weapons and grinding those big dragon jewels out, you just sort of get, you wouldn't want to do that thing again. It's like almost like it's like a punishment if you had to do such a thing, because it takes so much time. These MMOs like Lord of the Rings take a lot of time, but I don't know. Let's see. I haven't really spent a lot of time, in my opinion, playing this Loremaster. I played it a lot at 85 and some at 75. Some at 75, some group stuff. Let's see, what 1 month now? To me, the way I understand this is 24 hours in a day. So say there's 30 days in a month. So that would, let me get the calculator out here. 30 days times 24. I think that's how they add it up. So that's 720 hours plus 2 days. So that's plus 48. 760 out plus 16 hours equals, or we can just leave it 30 minutes. 20. So that's 784 hours. And that's just on my Loremaster. And that might be my second most played character. I believe so. Of course I did tank so much at 85 on my Warden. It was ridiculous. They were so powerful back then. It's hard to say, but see, that's 780 something hours just on this tune, and that to me that doesn't seem like a lot in an MMO. On my champion, I believe I'm 3 months, so it's triple that. And people claim that they have like years on their thing, which that's hard to believe because 365 times 24 equals like that's thousands of hours. That's 8,000 hours. I guess it is believable because it only took me a year. I would say maybe about a year of playing that Monster Hunter Unite like almost exclusively to get that 3,000 hours. And that's not playing every day. That's not playing, super long hours. I'd play probably two or 3 hours a day. Let's see how long that would take. Let's go 3,000 hours. This is math class. I'm always bad at math, but I was never very good at math. Divided by 3, that'd take 1,000 days. Yeah. 1,000 days. 369. That's over 3 years. Wow, I guess I played it a lot more than I thought. So that'd be like 6 hours a day. No, something ain't right. Divided by 6 equals 500 days. Maybe it was over a couple years. I do not remember. I got it right when it came out, 2009. You know what? 10, 11, 12. Yeah. I played it till probably 2012. Alright. I guess it's possible that I spent more time on it than I thought. More years on it. Yeah, okay. So what I used to do on these streams, I used to do push to talk for, and that's sort of like a real big hassle. I remember one time I was sitting here talking for 20 minutes on a stream, and I just realized that I wasn't pressing the push to talk button. So so that gets you sometimes. So what I did, I switched it to the push to mute and unmute. So I switched that up. Instead of push to talk, it's just push to mute. So instead of hold down, I don't have to hold it down either. I just click it. So that's it's just nothing. It's a lot easier.
What news do you bring, traveler?
So 3,000. Yeah, I don't bother unless they're 26,000 or above. You're getting sold. Patrol the abandoned. What does that say? Refuge. Okay, there's refuge. Like I think they mean like refugee, not refuge like trash. Why am I so confused by that word? That's really throwing me off. Refuge. A refugee? Abandoned refuge. No, that doesn't. Patrol the abandoned refuge. That's totally messing me up. I really don't understand that. I'm gonna have to Google that. Right now. Fudge. Refudge. Oh, we'll just call it refudge. Alright. Let's go refudge that chocolate bar. Whatever. Okay, I'm Googling it. Googling that word.
Refuge.
Okay, let's look at that word. What do we got? Okay, it says it.
Refuge.
Okay, we were saying it right. First definition is a condition of being safe or sheltered from pursuit, danger, or trouble. Okay. He's forced to take refuge in the French embassy. Something providing shelter. Okay. And an institute providing safe accommodation. So they're all equal that. Now, what about refuge? Refuge, as in trash. Is that a totally different spelling? Let's look up trash synonyms. Is it synonyms? See, oh, it says it. Refuse. It's F-U-S-E. Huh. Let's type that in. Refuse.
Refuse. Refuse. Refuse.
Okay. Okay, fudge and fuse. Okay, it's totally different. Wow. Okay. Today is like math class and math class and thesaurus all in one. Okay, so one of my biggest complaints about this Loremaster is, for me, I feel most like a Loremaster when I'm in Yellow Line, which is the Ancient Master, and I like doing that. Which that's that's only good for 6-mans and aboves, because in 3-mans you're sort of a liability because you're not doing no DPS. It's not much of a liability. It just makes the instance a lot slower. It'd probably still be handy in some 3-mans, but it'd be so slow. It's probably not worth. It probably wouldn't be fun at that point. But that's the problem. See, I like running yellow, and one of our biggest things they stole from us. Right, not that one. Where is it? Oh, I'm not in yellow. I don't think. Am I? No, I'm in red right now. But sign of power. Righteousness, I believe that's what it's called. The stun immune. Now, it used to have a 6-second cooldown and last a minute. So you can get your whole team with that, which I never did because I found that little diminishing returns. So what I always did is I would keep the healer, the tank, and myself stun immune. And then I would use debuffs. And you would time it like for 6 seconds, you could do, say, however many skills. Say you can do 5 skills in that 6 seconds. So what I would do is I would count skills out. I'd go, improve sign of power, sign of see all ends, just do 4 skills, and then you go through your sound of power righteousness in between those things, and you could keep yourself very easily without being too distracting trying to keep stun immune on everybody. Like I said, I only did 3 people, myself, the healer, and the tank, and it just was really smooth. You'd keep yourself alive fairly well, and just everybody appreciated it. I don't understand why they took that out of the game like that, because right now you could only, it's got a 20-second cooldown or 18-second cooldown in the last 20 seconds. So that leaves you with what? One choice. Who are you gonna stun immune? And it's a toss-up. It's a tank or the healer always, of course. And it limits your basically usefulness. Not that there's need that stun immune in every single game, but it was still nice to have. There's no reason to take it away. There's just no reason. It wasn't overpowered. I mean, it did its job the way it was supposed to. And it wasn't easy to maintain. Like I said, you had to get in a rhythm to do it right. It's not some easy challenge to do. So skill-based thing like that. It shouldn't have been nerfed as hard as it was. Like even if they lowered it to 2, like say it was 30-second cooldown, it lasts a minute. Okay, that's fairly reasonable, you know. But to just completely make it almost unusable. Just one of my biggest complaints. Not a lot of people streaming Lord of the Rings, unfortunately. And it's not consistent when they do. Uh-oh. I might be in trouble. Come on. That was easy. Because it had me some cooldowns. If I didn't have that cooldown, it'd be a different story, but... Boy, this captain is one tough cookie. Ooh, I forget to use my gust of wind. It would have spread my burning embers. Alright, let's try to do this properly. 10% fire damage from that. Let's give him a stun. Uh-oh. Hey, where you going, sneaky? What a sneaky... He's trying to hide. Let's go fight him. Oh, is he level 50? Oh, he's already level 115. I see. I see what he's doing. He might be here for some gold farming, maybe? Is there any chests in here? He's just letting me kill. That's funny. Alright, where am I going? To the ranger. Oh, I already did what I was supposed to. Okay. I'll escort him out. Oh, was that a one-shot? What? Am I missing something? Huh. Why do I feel like I got double the DPS I did coming in here? What's going on? I'm so confused. Okay, deliver the brooch to rangers at Hinathanun. Talk to him. He's at Hinathanun as well. But what I will do, since I'm so close to the next area, I'll ride up and get that travel point. That's what I like to do. What caused the madness in the switching to metric. Look at that. It's not often World Chat makes you laugh, but look at there. What caused madness in the Old Forest? Switching to metric. We took metric in high school. I did. It's all about tens, you know. Was it decimeters, almost like an inch, you know, it's close to it anyway. A yard's almost like a meter. Stuff like that. Oh, apparently I've already been, well, duh.
How may I help you?
Duh. That's so silly. I've already been to Mordor. Of course I've been here. Alright. Now I can hit you right back, though. That's cool.
Gondor
Hinneth
needs
the
your
Noon.
aid.
Yeah, so this will be my fifth or sixth tune through Mordor, and I recently started leveling up my Guardian again. He's almost ready to go to Rohan, or he'll be hit level 85 pretty quickly. And luckily, I rarely ever take advantage of these experience boosters that they offer you right here. The what is it, recognition stuff. Usually, I'm always too busy, like doing dailies or something, to actually benefit from it. And it's just, I think it's only worked out one other time before for me, and it worked out perfectly for my Loremaster, because doing the easier content, trying to level up a little bit to make Mordor more reasonably better and funner. Look at you guys. You're still hanging around? Are they all Loremasters? No, they're different class. Oh, there's 2 Loremasters. Huh. Captain in there. 3 Loremasters? Wow. Okay. There's the dailies. Wow. Well, that's not a daily. But that's a daily. That's 4. Yeah, that's cool.
Well met.
Well, if I wanted to do the herbalism dailies, I could now.
What news do you bring, traveler?
Get out of there. Oh, I do have one more spot open. Is that level 100? 95. Skip that. I'm gonna get rid of that 95 item.
What news do you bring, traveler? I greet you, friend.
Uh-oh. What did I do? Oh, that's ready to decon. So is that. That? Jeez. It's level 100. Let's see. I'll get rid of those staffs. Doesn't much matter because I don't... Can I use these on... Yeah, I can use these on level 100, yeah. What do I want? See, I'm going to be doing a Nature's Fury at end cap, so I want to think of that. Let's see. There is Sticky Gore. No, that'd be more DPS. Let's go to War, base damage, DPS. DPS. Cracked Earth range. Now that's something, because that, I believe, roots. Let's see. Applied on expiration. Oh, it takes 3 seconds though. See, those always bother me. Those roots that take a while to apply, because 3 seconds, they can already be to you. So I don't get that unless they're really far away. Well, you got the range. Okay, I'm sold. If you had the range, maybe that wouldn't be a big deal. Base critical damage. Base damage. Just a will. See, these are all DPS. Also, what do I want? Lightning Storm, base damage. Which one's Lightning Storm? Right there. Let's do that. Okay. Power Stroke, tactical skills, direct damage. That's good. But I don't care about tactical damage. Not on a Ancient Master. I'll do Power Restore. Okay. Later on, I might come back and do a, fire. If there's time.
I greet you, friend.
But it's hard to say because we're so close to probably level 120 cap coming up pretty soon. We're in the first beta, so I think they have, 4 or 5 betas, It's 2 to 4 weeks per beta. No, a week per beta. So a month or two, I would think. Unfortunately, that's the case. And another box that requires a key. See, just one box is either 2 days of Mordor dailies, or 2 boxes is 2 days of Mordor dailies and the Northern Kingdoms and the Northern Kingdom dailies. You have to do 8 quests for that though, which is a bit much. 4 would have been more reasonable. Of course, have like 8 or 12 available if you wanted to do more for more rep. That's great. But don't make us do 8 quests that take probably an hour to do. That's a little bit unreasonable for that. Even Hype Bowl, I mean, these were all instances. Those were great. That Hinneth Enin. Uh-oh. I'm supposed to do that here. Yeah, I didn't mind Hype Bolt. I did it on my champion and my Loremaster here. Completely unlocked it back at 85. So it took me a month per tune, and I did them both every day, which is great. It's one of my, I think that's one of my first Lord of the Rings videos I recorded, was me doing the tower on my Loremaster. And I still have the cosmetic set, I believe. Let's see. Where's it at? That one, yeah. That's the one. And I actually had my niece with me then. She must have been very young. 4 or 5, maybe 6. Yeah, that's crazy. She's 10 now, so. Rohan was in 2013, 14, so yeah. What am I doing wrong here? Did I not see somebody? I probably walked right past him. A big goof. Alright. There's about roughly a 5-second delay for me from doing something and it's showing up on the stream that's on my phone. I'm connected to Wi-Fi, which is gigabit Wi-Fi. Not that a phone would use that much speed, but so it's roughly 5 seconds. But I do think I have it on normal latency, so perhaps if I pushed it down to low latency, then it might work better, or might be quicker. There we go. There's the guy.
We must forge ahead.
That's it. I'm going back to Mordor. Almost halfway to 111. Oh, I gotta reforge again. Jeez.
I greet you, friend. Well met.
Okay. Now let's get back to Mordor. Do I have, let's see. What do I have? I want a pet. I do need a pet out though. Pet. Okay. Where are we going? After battle. Alright, so I'm going to have to use the quick travel.
How may I help you, friend?
Okay, let's get these quests going again. I know I have them. What is that? Good old hype bulb. Oh. Huh. Look at that. Partially completed hype bulb quest. What was I doing? Huh. Why didn't I finish him? It's so oh, because I probably unlocked everything and I stopped doing them. Yeah. There was still a reason to do them. I did them for a while, I believe. Let's see. There's the black book. Let's see. Not Moria. Mordor. Mordor. Like Hodor. Is that all I have? I can't. I had like 4 or 5 quests I thought before I stopped. Mordor. That's the black book. I'm really confused now. Well, let's get there and see what's going on. There we're gone. These are flowers. Oh, okay, that's one of those herbalist dailies. I should be able to go to Stag Hill. Yeah, Slag Hill. Slag Hill. And from there, I get to Mordor. All right. Oh, are these those?
You hear my plight.
Yeah. That's a prerequisite for these dailies out here. These were kind of fun. I actually like doing them. I did them on 3 or 4 tunes. It's where you go up in this camp up here at Dol Archeron, I think, or is it Lang? Lang part up there. I'm not sure. Oh, and you go up to this. Oh, you go into cave over here too at like Crystal Host. They were a lot of fun. I might actually consider going in there with my champion, see if you can solo those now. That he's got pretty decent gear. He's item level mixed between 330 and 337, so they up the stats so high from here. It's possible that you can easily solo that. We'll see if I ever get to it.
Gondor needs your aid.
Oops, I meant to mute that. I meant to mute that before I did that. Before I yawned. Let's see. What? To... Huh. Okay. Okay. Alright. So I'm back in Mordor. Now I need to figure out where I left off. Whisper. What's that? What's happening?
This is far from fair, Inick.
This land makes my skin
Whispers
crawl.
inside. Okay, so I do have those quests, but what am oh, there it is. Duh. Why couldn't I see that before? Gearworks. Complete the gearworks. Oh, I could leave that. We can shut hatchways. Flags. Defeat enforcers. Okay. So, as you can see, before I stopped questing in Mordor to go level up at in an easier area, I only was on the initial quests. So, and what's a pain? This little bit of quest took me 3 days to do. I think I only completed 3 or 4 quests, and I just said, okay, this is too annoying. I'm going back to like Aragon's Pavilion to level up. Okay, so here I need enforcers. There should be one or a couple maybe up over here. Let's see. Let's get off this mount. It's gonna get me in trouble. Why is he red? Look at that guy. Goodness. Why is he 115 already? Oops. I'm looking for an enforcer. I guess there's none here. And again, I don't have my pet out. Come on. They were saying that if you go blue and you have the key, capstone, morale legacy or whatever, I believe that they mean on their staff. What was that? Then your pets can have somewhere upwards of 200,000 morale, which that sounds crazy. Mine only has 63 right now. Let's see how well we do, because these took forever to kill at 105, and I died half the time, so let's find out. I know he's taking damage, so he won't stay stunned long, or dazed long, but okay, this seems a lot better. Same level 95 junky gear, but just uh-oh. I spoke too soon. Almost spoke too soon. Look at that. Just chill out for a second. I gotta heal up. Did that not take? Oh no, that took. Okay. Whoa, that didn't last long. Oh, I still have a fire dot on him. Dang it. Okay. That's alright. I hate Mordor. Okay, we put that out. Get nice distance between us. Put some dots on them. Let's root him. 1, 2, 3. Should be rooted. There he goes. Alright. We just gotta be more careful. Can't try to tank an enforcer yet. When I hit 112 though, I'm going to get that cheap ash gear. That cheap ash gear. That's funny. But the gear that 112 you could buy at with ash. And that'll boost me. That should last me clear till 115 easy. Right now there should be signs. What's this guy? That's another one of those. Okay. Frightened dwarf. 2 out of 10. That quest used to be really bad because they wouldn't respond very quickly. Respawn, I mean. Let's see. Oh no, I've already gotten this one. That was a waste. One, two, three. He should be rooted. There he goes. But he took damage still. This is gonna get rough when you hit the fortresses, even now. Hopefully 112 comes quickly. Okay, you used to be able to summon your pet. Is there still a way? I don't know. Well, what's that though? Ah, shoot. Did he respawn that quickly, or is that just one that... Because see, I know there wasn't nobody there. I'll just go back up there. Well. Doesn't matter in the scheme of things. Oh, my layout of my keys here, like for for all these right here, and the 1, 2, 3, 4. That's using regular 1, 2, 3, 4. But up here, right above it, right above my burning embers, that's using the keypad 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3 and enter, and then the center section is using 4, 5, 6, and the top part here, we're starting with approved sign, uses the 7, 8, 9, and then for the center section here with all my healing skills, I just press CTRL or Control. I press Control and then do the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the keypad. And over here, these ones that I least use are Alt, and then 1, 2, 3, whatever. These two over here, like the Lightning Strike and Insco to War, are like the 0 and decimal. Oh my gosh. Enough to get my heal up. He's not even taking damage from burning embers. Wow. Okay. Ah, that was worth going up there anyway. Alright. That. Let's go across the way, see what else we could find. I should find a... What's over here? Another flag, maybe? I don't know. I could press spam delete. Oh, there's another frightened. Oh no. 2? 2 is not good for me. Unless they die that quick, then okay. Well, hate to waste this good fire. Okay. The great eye is gone, I bow before Gondor. Huh. Okay. Does that make them a traitor? Or brave. Or cowards. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, what do we have here? There's a flag, there's an enforcer. I think that's a new type of enforcer too, so that'll lead to another quest. Should I start back this way? Oh yeah. Good thing I came this way. I was gonna try to jump up that hill there and get up these stairs. I would have missed that guy. Oops, let's just go. That's not working out. Just try not to avoid. Trying to avoid things makes it take longer. Like trying to get up that hill like that. Oh, this is where the. Oh yeah. Okay, there's two flags over here. This is also where that. Yeah. Curtail is. I'll save that enforcer for later. He's not going anywhere. One thing though, I can't hear the game very well. Let's see. Oh no, it's okay. I surrender. Okay. Good for you. Level 95 gear still. I think the last time I played my Loremaster seriously was in Rohan. I've just been maintaining level since then, but probably since it's too close to level 120. But at level 120, I'm seriously consider leveling my Loremaster first, just to change of pace. Usually, it's always my champion first because it's just so versatile. Champion, you know, I tank a lot on my champion, and you get decent DPS. You know, it's not nothing special, but it's good DPS to do things. So you got a lot of options on a champion, which is why it's usually my go-to first tune through any new content. Also, it's was my first character, which I do like to maintain like as close as possible to 100% completion as you possibly can. Like I got a lot of deeds I still got to do, but sometimes I've gotten all of Bree done, every conceivable quest in Bree, most of the Shire. Just lots of deeds I got to do. But quest wise, I've done more on my champion than any other of my tunes. And we have another enforcer quest, unfortunately. Now I should go over this way and get several of the... I think there's a couple flags this way. Ready for... What is the featured instance this time around? North Cotton Farm. Good. That's actually on tier 2. That could be very difficult. Those poison bleeds are insane. At least they were at level 105. Okay, I gotta root you. Root. Stun. Got some bleeds on this guy. As soon as that immune to stuns off, I'm stunning again. Gone. Oh, and I'm stunned now. Huh. Wake up. Stupid enforcers. Takes so long to kill. Resisted? Now, do they resist the actual burning embers or just the dot? Because I always thought it was just the dot they could resist. I might use another perk. Let's go explore up here. I think this is just the exploration deed. I don't think there's anything up here useful. Oh, there's this page. Okay, that's useful. So one thing that I was surprised about is an upcoming update 23 is they're taking our mastery damage down, mastery maximum down to back to 200%. So I guess that was a failed experiment for Mordor. I don't know. Basically, they claim that it'd actually make like Mordor a little bit easier for lower levels. So that's interesting, I mean, I still have. Let's see, 6, and I got my 7th will be my Guardian, and I still got 3 after that to bring through, level up and bring through Mordor. So that'll be good for those alts, those last 3 alts, anyways. They'll benefit from it. Not so much my current level cap tunes, obviously.
Great wheels turned, bellows worked, and fires smoldered and belched. One forge, 100, 1,000.
Alright, let's go check this camp out. That one's done. Nothing up there but a page. I thought there was something here that you gotta go to the door for. Maybe not? Probably not till later. Search Udin forges. Oh, forges of... Alright. Since I am 110 already, I could just do the epics until I think the next area is 110. Don't you? Do you usually get? Is it usually 110 before you get out of this first area? That seems a bit high. That seems high, honestly. Let's see. You think doing this is my 6th time through. You think I would remember such a thing? It's usually so insignificant to think about, though. Who knows? Now, what is this quest ring supposed to be over here? Is it one of those surrender? People that surrender? Because I don't see it. I'm standing right on top of it here. Okay. Accept surrenders. Gladly, if I could find them. Oops. Walked too close to that base. That orc. Now, I thought there'd be like a couple flags down here. Maybe that's not till the 3rd tier. This is only the 2nd. I believe it's only the 2nd signal flag quest I did. Ooh, there's an enforcer. I need that. No. Where you at? That Lynx gets himself in so much trouble. Uh-oh. He's dead. Oh, I just picked up watching The Walking Dead again. Alright, now I stopped at season 5, like maybe the 3rd or 4th episode in, when that was the most recent episode or season on Netflix. And now there's 7 seasons on there now, so I made it up. Now I'm halfway through season 6. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. You really have to shut your brain off when watching The Walking Dead, especially in any kind of movie like that is so illogical and would never actually happen. Even if that zombie was possible, it's just it wouldn't happen. They would just be rotten, and be gone within weeks. There's your problem. Your problem's done. But but there's so many things like that made it hard to just shut my brain off and just take it as it is and just watch and enjoy the show. In season 6, it's just amazing. Like, not the spoilers any, but it's been a few seasons ago, so it's probably all right. Like, for example, there's this big quarry where there's hundreds, if not thousands, of zombies, and they decide to let them out and lead them away. Now, that to me is one of the most dumbest decisions you could do, because they're safe in there. Like, yeah, they would get out eventually, but you could bring the group back there every day and just constantly, take them all out and get the people at Alexandria, toughen them up by letting them kill all those zombies in a controlled, safe, much safer manner. Safe as can be when you're fighting the undead. But yeah. But instead, they lead them out, and of course, half of them make it back to the town. Several people die, of course. Yeah. Yeah, that's sort of like a show you gotta watch and just shut your brain off, turn off all logical thought, and just enjoy it for what it is. Because if you get too hung up on how silly a lot of these decisions are that they make and what's going on in the actual show, then you wouldn't enjoy it, I don't think, if you weren't able to, just shut your brain off for 45 minutes while you watch the episode. All right, a twofer. Oops, what do I do? My poor Lynx. Heal. Oh, that was my own heal. There we go. Now it's my problem again. Goodness, isn't the guy take any damage from that fire earlier? This guy's immune and resisting everything. It's crazy. I don't have any finesse. Oh, 5,000. I guess that's really low, but 10 out of 10. Good. I actually got a quest done. It's a miracle. I haven't memorized this content though, you know, 6 times through. I haven't quite memorized everything. Yeah. It's difficult to put this stuff to memory when you don't like the zone. Well, I like the zone, I just don't like the questing. To me, questing is about exploring a new area and just having a nice steady flow with a story in the quests. Just about to get level cap, and what I prefer is the instances, those to be super hard, those to be very technical, have a lot of mechanics, and of course require different sets of gear. I got 105. That I found that quite perfect. Really, you have tier 1 would gear you up to do tier 2 of like the 3-mans, 6-mans and whatnot, and then then we had Thrones gear. And then you even had upgraded Thrones gear, which that was great. I didn't get any of the Thrones gear, however. I got some of the greater, the tier 2 stuff from, I forget the first boss name already. Dang. Got some of those tokens. Let's see, what's the token called? How do I do tokens? B? Yeah. Tokens. Right there. Masterwork. Helmets. Helmets, like plural? It should be Masterwork Helmet of the Pelennor Field, right? It's not helmets. You're not getting 2. It's not 2 merged together. I don't know. Alright. Enforcers and hatchways. Okay, hatchways, I think I know where those are. Let's see, it's hatchways. What's that? Open and shut. Alright. Right around. Oh, there we go. There's our first one. Now, I can't remember if this is where they spawn a goblin or something out of here. Oh, no. A dwarf. Okay. Now, you can actually open these hatchways and just run away and avoid killing them. But that's... the people coming after you, if there is, get frustrated at that. So it's always good to be a team player and just take them out. Not like it takes a long time. Oops. Didn't mean to attack these guys yet, but oh well. Let's go with it. Ooh. Come on. There we go. Heal, move along. Heal, move along. 2 hatches in here. I believe there's like 3 or 4 of these open hatches. You got like 3 that are 2 maybe that open, maybe 3. I don't know. And you got 1 that closes. You have to close them. It's so strange. Alright. These guys are okay. Crow. Okay, raven are good, crows are bad apparently. I actually had a pet crow for almost a year. The thing was so dependent it wouldn't feed itself, which is what happens. I guess that's typical for crows. They get really needy and dependent. And unfortunately, it actually could fly quite well, which is natural for a crow, obviously. But the darn thing went and used to fly around, and it flew really low to the ground. And we didn't know it at the time, but it disappeared for a good couple weeks. And we found these black feathers by the telephone pole near the house. So all we can assume is a cat got it, or maybe it got electrocuted somehow. I don't know. It's really unfortunate. I was actually really enjoying the crow, and it actually would talk once in a while. Well, seemingly talk. It sounded like it would talk, but just mimicking or whatever. Which was really amazing to see. Ooh, enforcer. Amazing to hear, anyways, not necessarily see. Alright. I think I'm getting the hang of these enforcers. Maybe. Until he gives me a mean old critical. Oh. And I die. I don't know. Maybe I should, instead of going back to lower level stuff and getting to 110, maybe I should have just toughed it out, because I may have been much further along at this point. Well, yeah, about 110 I would have been to the next area by now, so yeah. Maybe I should have just toughed it out. I don't know. Decision has been made, and I did it. It was fine on most classes, though. That's the thing. Like, captain's rough. I'm waiting for someone might go through Mordor with me on my captain, so that'll be great. I'm just waiting to see what happens. If not, I'll have to do that solo as well. And the same option will apply. I either just take a slow, steady pace through Mordor, or go back to, like, say, Aragorn's Pavilion and start questing there again, like I did on my Loremaster. I think really, honestly, it'd be about the same amount of time, but it'd feel kind of miserable in Mordor with the captain, or like my Loremaster, because it'd be so slow and you're not making much progress each day. Whereas doing lower level quests, although you take a lot of quests to level, but at least you got a smooth progression. It's steady, and you don't die every 5 seconds. It actually feels pretty good the way things are going right now in Mordor. So, because I'm leveled up enough now, probably. See, there's the second one, open hatchways again. Okay, I'm still in the first one, ain't I? Okay, now they spawn before you open them or close. Okay. Oh well, they're easy. Easy peasy. Huh. Did that just... Oh, okay. Looks like I can handle the goblins fairly well. It's when you get up to the enforcers when it gives me a lot of trouble. Oops. Hello, hello. Oh no, where'd you come from? Norn Hoth. Another one? Well, my niece about 6 months ago, she I bought her a tablet from Amazon, right? And then it automatically signed her into my account. Then she bought a book, and which was free, and it would sign you up for that free trial for Audible, right? So little did I know, so I'm paying this $10 or $9.99 bill every month, and I'm not sure where it's coming from. Turns out that's what happened. But what I did though is I decided to keep it because you get this one token every month, so it's cost you $10 for a token, I guess, and you get a book, which any price, it could be $100 book, you can get it for just that one token, which is I figure really great, and they're all audio books. So I recently got Lord of the Rings trilogy. I bought them all, and I started listening to those, which is a lot of fun. I've already read the books a couple times. The Hobbit I read about 6 times, and the trilogy I read a couple times, except for the Return of the King. I only read that once, which I don't know why. I enjoy the book. It's just this is how it works. Because when I start reading them over again, I start from the beginning. So that's, and however your reading endurance is, if you some years you just feel like reading a lot more than others. So that's why I've read The Hobbit 6-7 times. I've read the first 2 books probably 3 or 4 times each, and the last book once. So you sort of lose interest, even though you greatly enjoy the books. Of course, you just lose interest in it. Want to do something else because reading takes up a lot of time. And I always thought that the audiobooks wouldn't be as fun as reading it yourself, because when I read, much like I'm sure anybody that likes to read, it's actually, I don't even remember reading the words. It plays like a movie in my head. I don't actually remember actually reading the words. It plays a movie in your head, so it's actually a really enjoyable thing. But then at the same time, you got to get sort of in the mood to read, and it's not always the case. Like, I don't think I've read anything in 6 months, besides a magazine or something, or quest text from Lord of the Rings, So it's just funny. It's funny how that works. Something you enjoy doing. It's just like at the same time you avoid. Let's see. Oh, here's some light gear. Okay.
This is a dark place.
Where'd it go?
Dreary place.
Which one do I want to train out? Mitigation or will? Let's just do that. Now I have 3 keys lying around. I should go open them. If I can figure out which keys, I should do that. Or not figure out which keys, figure out where the keys are, is what I mean. Wouldn't be too hard. Let's see. Still on those darn enforcers. Okay. I swear, that enforcer quests, it's been my, oh, why am I looking at on Google? It has been my, I did it again, I clicked on Google. Huh. Good thing the stream can't see that. Oh, what? Oh. Yeah, this quest has been the last for me before in this area. It took me so long to find enforcers, but that, of course, that was when Mordor just came out and everybody was doing it. And I don't think they spawned as well as they do now. Where's my fire lore? Do you not have that in the spec? Because that reduces damage 30. What is it? 30%? Where to, my friend? Oh, no. 11 p.m. I'm going to have to end the stream soon. Let's see, what do I want to do? Search up the road. I might do that search up the road quest and call that a night. Let's see. Yeah, I like to stream or play all sorts of games. Like I actually want to start playing. Once I finish my Loremaster, I may switch over. Oh no. I may switch over to Star Wars: The Old Republic for maybe a couple days a week. Run! Oh, I knew that would happen. It's bound to happen in Mordor. Let's see. Let's just be smarter about this, yeah? Let's get my pet. Oh, you decided to go off on your own now. It still attracts them. Oh my gosh. This might be trouble again. Oh no. Here, I know what I could do. Be a Loremaster, huh? Duh. Dummy. That still give me 30 seconds? 30 seconds, 30 seconds. What's it say? Whoa, the cooldown is bugged? It doesn't show? No, 15 seconds. Okay. Let's reapply it. Let's see. Oh, it's working there. Huh. I'm gonna die again messing around like that. What am I doing? Okay, let's put some dots on them. Get some fire. Do that. He won't stay dazed very long because the damage, but it'll be enough. Oh, I should lead him back to that fire, actually. Ring around the rosies we go, buddy. I like doing this. I used to do this a lot in Bells of the Dell instance because the rats, you could just spam this, they would die quickly in Bells of the Dell because they got such low morale. But it still works for the bigger fights like this. As you can see, about half of his morale gone just spamming that. Interrupt. Done. Good. Halfway done with that quest. That's good. What's this yellow for? Whispers and sign. Oh. Next to this pool of acid over here, right? Let's see. No. Right there. And that leads me to a forge as well. I need that. No? Okay. I was mistaken. Alright. Search the northward road. Okay. Let's do that. I gotta call this a night here pretty quick. But yeah. Okay. Most of my finally found myself most level caps tanking a ton, which is fun because I enjoy it. One of my favorite things to do is tank. And I really enjoy the changes they did in, I believe, update 22 or 22.5 or whatever it was for the Warden, because they did a nerf. Don't you die on me now. Let's see. They did a nerf way back where I believe we got, what was it? 5 physical mastery per might or agility. And now they raised it back up to where it's 8 again, so. Before the changes I had, I think, 35,000 physical mastery. And then once it changed, I have almost 70. So it's definitely a big change, and your skills are affected by that now. So Warcry, that line, Warcry line, or any line for that matter, do quite a bit more damage. The only thing I tanked so far in my Warden, because I saved up keys. Took me about 10 keys, black keys, and I opened those to get enough ash to buy the level 3 37 gear. But the only thing I tanked so far was the Thring rents on the summer holidays. It was an easy tanking job for sure. But so that's not really a true test of what my Warden can do, which I would enjoy trying. The only thing is I went for pure avoidance, which is what I like to do on a Warden, because a Warden should be an avoidance tank, because even straight from the dev's mouth they said Warden is supposed to be the avoidance tank and whatnot. So I like to build my Warden around that, ideology or whatever you could say, however you say it. And fully buffed, my Warden has, I believe, 92k rating block, over 100k parry, and like 125k evade, which is nuts. But I'm only stuck at one. With a hope token, I only have like 118,000 morale, which that's actually fairly low for a tank. A tank should be roughly 130, 125 before buffs. So he's just a little shy. So I did make swap gear, which totally tanks my block rating, but luckily still holds my parry and evade way high, so that's okay. So, like for example, I was told that the second boss in the new raid, well, it's not new anymore, but the Mordor raid, totally block and parry and all that stuff doesn't matter. So that's the sort of the situation where you switch to the more morale heavy gear. Because I have, with fully buffed with my morale gear, I do have the 150 said average tanking fully buff tanking morale. But one thing is a problem with that. I don't have any finesse at all. And it hasn't been an issue in that Thring run, but the Thring run is only tier 1. So it's hard to say. You know, it's just a rough decision. Like, you either tank my block rating to go vitality, which is only in that one circumstance where they said that would actually be needed, which is in the new raid, or tank my block rating for some finesse.
For Gondor.
And I don't know if that's worth it or not. One thing I would need to do though, if probably if I had Northern Stronghold essences and everything, that'd be a totally different story. I'd have room for finesse, easily get 25k, 30k finesse. What am I doing? Look, oh, okay. Yeah, but being only level 330 gears just doesn't leave a lot of room for finesse at all. What I need to do is get with my friends and do like a tier 2 what's that 3-man run from Mordor? What is it? There you go, the Court of Sir Gost. Yeah, that'd be the test of a warden. See how affected that. Was I supposed to approach that area? Yeah, supposed to approach here. That'd be the test of the warden's finesse issue. Like if it's a big deal or not. Because if that force taunt, like you can miss with your attacks. Okay, you can just do another attack. But if that force taunt misses, and there's something on that healer, you're in trouble. I mean, you're wiping the whole instance probably, especially if there's a lot of mobs around. It's just be done. I wonder if you can jump in that lava. I don't want to find out, but okay, I'll come back and do that later. Not today, not tomorrow. I'll do the other quest first and come back and then do the fortresses, I think, last. I got to do this one and the other one down south and some other things in Mordor, whatever it's called. Okay. Okay, thanks anybody that's watching. I wish I had somehow figured out how to get an overlay to work for chat and see if people are watching or not, but if anybody's watching, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back in a day or two to stream some more whenever I can. Thank you very much.